Moose Van.
Good morning, I'm Dub, joined now by Sabrina from the School District 60 band program. How's it going today, Sabrina?
Great, thanks for having me on.
You're very welcome. Now, the reason I am having you on, of course, it's been a while. You've been on a couple times on this show in my time here, but you guys are doing a bit of a fundraiser for the band program right now, I should say. That's sort of about looking forward because you don't have any planned trips at the moment, but there's going to be trips happening very soon with the band. You guys travel a lot normally, so we're going to talk a bit about that. Tell me about this fundraiser. You guys kind of got together with the Walker Greenhouses to make it happen, eh?
Yeah, we did it last year. I believe last year was our first year, and it was just a big success. And as you were saying, it's about looking forward and looking to the future and looking to the positive. And band has always done a lot of great trips with the kids. Before all this COVID stuff happened, you know, we were going to Cuba every 3 years. The band programs were competing nationally. And in fact, we still have been, and we have another national competition that the middle schools are taking part in coming up. I believe it's April. So we still have been able to keep that up. But obviously, if you're a teenager, the cool thing is to actually go somewhere. And so the fundraiser is partially for the trips. If you buy directly from a band student, that money goes directly to that student's trip account. We also collect money for a general fund. One thing I'm very proud of our program is we have always been able to make it so every student can participate. I've never in the 10 years I've worked with the district had to turn a student down because they couldn't afford it. And that's just a testament to the great town we live in. I think Fort St. John is a really great place for just supporting and making things happen for kids.
And this isn't it's not like it's going to or supporting one band. It's kind of the band program, right? So I think we were saying before we got on the air here, you know, of course, there's a senior band that does some traveling. The middle school kids do some trips as well in regular years, right? So this will help kind of everybody who's a band student in the district, essentially.
Yes, one of the great things about our program, our coordinator is Sandra Gunn, and then there's 4 of us that work collaboratively. So I team teach the beginner band with my colleague David Price. Alice Mundrell at Burt Bowes and Sandra Gunn sort of team teach the middle schools. And then I also team teach the high school with my colleague David Price. So it's really great. We get to be in the kids' lives for almost a decade, really.
Wow.
And we really work together to support each other. And we do travel. Actually, this year it was just the way all the different mandates came in. It was actually the beginning group was the one that managed to get their trip in before anyone else. You're normally in the beginner band, we don't go too far. We just went to the cultural center. We had a full day of retreat where we have the high school kids mentor the younger kids. The middle school kids were still able to get some performances in. I believe Burt Bowes performed for their pep rally, and I believe that it was Kearney that played for their school talent show. So we every year kind of step it up for the kids. Usually the grade 7s are doing an overnight trip. We're still hoping that'll happen. We're hoping this spring to take all of the grade 7s out to Camp Cameron. The school district has an amazing outdoor facility, just by Hudson Hope, a little bit further. And it's a great place for the kids to connect, build that community, get out into the great outdoors. Usually we go somewhere nationally with the middle school. So like I was saying, we compete Music Fest Canada. Before it was virtual as it is this year, we were taking kids to Ottawa, Toronto. Some years it's Edmonton, Richmond. It's basically rotates between the major Canadian cities. And then our high school, we've gone as far as New York, Cuba. We were supposed to go to Cuba actually the year all this COVID stuff hit. So the district owes all of us a Cuba trip. So that is in our sights.
Excellent. Well, hopefully that can all happen and you can help be a part of making that happen. So Sabrina, tell us how, if we want to support the band students, the band fundraiser in general, how we can do so. What do we have to do? Who do we have to look for?
So The easiest way to help a child directly is if you know a student in band, whether they're in grades 6 to 12, they've all been sent home a package from Walker's Greenhouse, and anything that you buy from that student goes directly to that student. If you don't know a band student directly, you can contact myself or one of the other band teachers, and basically any money that I collect, for example, my family has been voluntold that they're buying from me. We put that money into kind of a generic pot. And as I was saying, one thing I've been really proud of in this last decade is that because of our kind of generic funds, we've always been able to, if a child's parents, we all hit those rough times, right? And we've never had to keep a kid off of a trip because of money. We've always been able to find the funds. And so any generic money we collect, that sort of gets dispersed to the band as a whole, where it's most needed.
I see. All right. Well, as Sabrina said, find a student who's in band. You can support them directly. If you don't know somebody directly and you want to help support in some way, you can reach out to Sabrina. Your email is sbrooks@prn.bc.ca, I believe. Is that correct?
Yes. And one of the things that I do personally is I have a flower problem. And I already spend at least $200 at Walker's anyways. So I really like buying the gift certificates because I'm spending the same dollar amount I would anyways. And for every $100, I believe 20 goes to the band directly. And it's a win-win. You're supporting a local business. You're supporting the band kids. There really is no losing here. And then you get beautiful flowers. So what's not to like?
Absolutely. Well, Sabrina, I really appreciate you taking some time to chat with us about this today. Thank you so much.
No, thanks so much for having me on. Have a great day.
You're very welcome.
This community interview is supported by your Member of Parliament, Bob Zimmer. Stop by his office in Fort St. John at 9916 100th Avenue and in Dawson Creek at